I don't know what happened. My apologies. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. I see you. Shout out to the lady. Shout out to the gentleman that's coming through. Thank you. I apologize. I'm not sure what happened, you guys. I think it said reconnecting. You see, I've been trying to. I've been telling you guys. It's I don't know what has been occurring. I mean, my internet, my Wi-Fi, everything's good. I'm not exactly sure why this keeps occurring, but we're still here. We live full in effect. It's nothing's gonna stop us. So if you caught the live, go ahead and catch up and have a conversation. We were talking about the unrealistic expectations, and shout out to those who are pulling up in the building and catching the replay. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. We on the road to the top, baby. All right. Give me one brief moment, y'all. Let's put it like up here. What up, crazy girl? What up, Viva? And I said it because the emojis. What's up? What's good? Hello? Hey, hey. Yeah, we back. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It said, was it reconnecting or refreshing on your end? I don't know what was happening, but we here now. I was in the midst of a convo though. Like, we was talking that yak. We was talking that shit. Thank you for the clutch. Yeah, we clutching this thing, man. Yes, sir. We was just talking that though. It's all good. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Hit the like. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We back in the clutch. Thank you. Thank you. Man. Because earlier I was just talking about selfishness in dating and why I believe you should be selfless and selfish. You got to require both to me in my perspective. I'm learning to say perspective more than saying opinion. We are here though. What's up? If you are in the building, make sure you hit the like and you talk to your boy and subscribe if you are new. Okay, we're having a beautiful conversation tonight. And as I stated before, I'm gonna talk about it again because it's on my mind once more. But be like the moon or like the sun in this case. They just shine while everything else moves and it has its time. They stay put. They're a staple in life. It was impactful. Like I remember when I was looking outside of my balcony. I low key want to go outside and go see it. It just looks beautiful. Like I love the sky, but it was a certain scene that I saw, like the way the clouds that they were moving, how choppy it looked. It was just like a wave, and it was beautiful. Can be a mod, please? Uh, well, so one thing, hello, is one thing that I like to do is if you'd like to be mod, it's more so about initiating. So like for instance, every now and then when you come in, right, it'll just be like, hey, hit the like or subscribe, or you can type in All Star, which provides a Nightbot to come in and be like, oh, hit the like, subscribe, enjoy the community, something like that. But that's what that's for. Like that's usually why I mod people up is to so they can provide some service of it. But if you show some of that, then for sure, it's the play of life. Remain stationary while watching, but not becoming engrossed in it. Oh yeah, for sure. I was gonna say hell, cause I saw KK. Nah, but what's up with everybody? Yeah, nah, for sure. That too. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's like that, but it's like something I've been thinking about a lot is like cultural shift, and um, I like to talk about dating. I like to talk about confidence, self discovery, authenticity, and I like art. I like image. I like style. I like tones. I like color. I like topics. I like thought provoking stuff. I like okay. It's shout out to Jack Harlow. It was an interview that I was watching of his, and it was about a couple of years ago, but he was talking about how like he just he wants like a cultural moment, not for himself but for the world. Like when it's like when the world stops, or like something is so memorable and so impactful it's above you. Like for instance, like Harlem Shake. Like everybody was doing the Harlem Shake trend, but that's something that's like how I seen it for a moon, like a staple. Like that's just was coming to my mind when I seen it. I was like, that's beautiful. Like no matter what, of course, the moon and the sun is gonna shine too, which correlates into it. But it's like having a staple and making your own staple without being moved by the world. That because that's how I see it, and that's how I see a lot of in dating though. I see like a lot of in dating that you shouldn't be worried about what the world is saying. Like experience some things, and that's just in life in general. But experience life. If I were to just give somebody randomly, and anybody who's random in here that just scrolled upon my life, what I'll tell you if you want to get better at dating is go outside and experience, get to know who you are, go outside of what you're used to. Go outside of your comfort zone. Talk to different types of women. You know what I'm saying? Or women talk to different types of men. You never know who you gonna fuck with. You never know who exactly you gonna like. So why not give that? Why not give it a try? Like why not enjoy that? Why not go see who you are? Because dating in life is more about you than it is about anybody else. Just in general, life is you. Life is about you and what you got going on. Life is what you, and we all know the saying. Life is what you make it. So if life is what you make it, why not let's make life what we want to make it? And that comes with dating. That comes with success. That comes with business. That comes with communicating. That comes with style. That comes in all. But that's like an all star where it's everything. It is it all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a conversation. Ask me anything dating related. Okay. You don't got. If you troll about shit, I might laugh at you. But no, ask me some things. Don't be afraid to have the conversations. My time ain't free and time isn't free in general. But I'm here because I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the folks that appreciate the work that we put in. And shout out to all the people who sent me screenshots today, of how I was one of their most viewed channels. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my corazón. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. What's up though? What's going on? I received one of the best compliments of my life last night. Someone was like, "I can tell you touch grass." I was like, "That's lit." Nobody really be saying that shit, cause most people just be saying things to yap about certain things, man. But hold on, give me a brief moment. Talk some of yourself. Say what's up. If you are in the building, say what's good. Say what's happening. Do not be shy. Do not be shy. I see you over there. Thank you for the 8 likes. But let's work our way to. How do you guys like my British accent, by the way? Let's work our way to 10 likes. All right, you guys can talk, have a convo. Let's talk about this thing. Let's speak on some stuff. Let's just do it, bro. The time is now. Time is always now, and it's so amazing. Also, I'm gonna be having a lot of videos that are coming out tonight. Not tonight, excuse me. This month, I got a challenge that I'm gonna have, and I'll talk about it a little bit more once I'm done with the challenge. I'm gonna go live every single day this month. Okay, so if you want to be part of that, you want to be part of the journey, get yourself acquainted. Say what's up. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We on the road to 2K as of right now. You know what I mean? And that's super attainable at this time. Whatever we got going on. But just in general, every day going live, we gonna have this thing. We gonna kick it off. We gonna talk this shit. We gonna talk this game. We gonna collab with some future people. I got some collabs in the work. In a couple of weeks, we're gonna be doing our first speed dating show, and I'm very excited about that. I said very, but really, I be doing that sometimes. Like when I think too fast, some words connect together. But it is what it is, man. Um, that was my thoughts on the moon though, or just like what I thought about it, and I thought that was important. Oh, that's right. I wanted to talk on this subject. Okay. So earlier I watched this movie called Mickey 17. So this is what really inspired this live tonight. Oh damn, finally. Shit. I was like I knew there was something missing that I wanted to talk. I got it in my notes, but I don't wanna I'm playing music in the background, so I wanna move the how you move the notes away. I don't got what is it called? YouTube Go. YouTube Premium, so I can't play music in the background like some of y'all folks that be out here. Don't make fun of me, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I was watching Mickey 17, and as I was watching that, there was this scene where, and it's gonna be a little bit of spoilers just to let y'all know, but there was this scene where basically Mickey got duplicated, and his duplicate was in the same room with him, but so was his girlfriend. So she was like seducing the main Mickey. She already smashed the Mickey that was him. So he's the same person. Okay, hold on. Because I want to get some context at least. Mickey gets cloned. So they clone him. It's what they call multiples. So they're cloning him, and she starts to smash Mickey 18. Mickey 17 is basically the original, who the main character story is. She smashed at 18. 17 walks in and is like, what's going on? They smashed or whatever. So the girl starts laughing and she closes the door and starts to seduce 17. And she was like, well, she was like kissing on 17, and then she was like, when do you think, I already knew what was happening, but she was like, when will I ever get a chance like this when both of you guys can do something to me at the same time? And she was trying to tell 17, because they both got different minds and personalities, but she was telling 17, when will I ever get this time again? It's still you, but just a different you, but you know, you can both do it. So she was trying to have a threesome with both clones. Whole thing that I'm pointing out is that women can be selfish as fuck. This and see, this is, and I don't say that with any ill will. I don't say that with no. I'm not hurt about it. I'm not sad or anything. I'm really just pointing something out that I don't. A lot of men see, but a lot of men see it as like women are selfish when it comes to like other things. Women don't. A lot of guys don't see like women can be, as Afi, shout out to Afi Kingdom, as he would say, like in a more underworld, sexual, primal way. A lot of guys don't see that women have that urge, or women have those type of they have those, they have that way of that, how they can be. So when I seen that, I was like, that's so beautiful because it's true. And then two, so one of the women that was working on the ship, she actually wanted Mickey 17. She wanted 17, not the clone. She was like, I won't tell because it was basically a violation to have multiples, and you can get I think you can become deceased because of that. In the movie, by the way, shout out to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But in the movie you can become deceased. So she was like, I'll give you a bargain. If you I want 17 and you can keep 18, and that'd be our deal. Otherwise, all of you guys go basically and you guys get deceased in the movie. So when that happened, I was like, see, that was a perfect detailed scene of a moment of how people, of how women can be when they're sexually selfish about somebody. It's still the same person, but different people, basically different personalities, whatever. She wanted the other personality than the other. But what it made me think about a lot was how I don't think people, men, in this sense, truly understand how a bit devious and sexually selfish women can be when they like a man. Cause they really can. They can want to. They're making deals, bro. Like they're out here making deals and bargains and everything. In a way, I feel like you're a savior in my life during this time. Well, I'm grateful that I can be. I'm grateful that I can add some positivity in your life. You know, and I know what you said. I know what you stated before. Also, for your last question, did you want to go more in depth into that? I know the live ended abruptly, but that's because I don't know why it kept buffering or something like that, and it said it wasn't connecting. So if you want, we could talk a little bit on that if you like. But just in general though, I was just thinking, I'm like, cause I've seen what how sexually selfish women could be. I've been with women who were in a relationship together, but they're open. They're in an open relationship, and I see how both are selfish in their own way, like in different ways. Trying to one still sharing me though. They had their code and stuff like that. I'm not gonna talk too much on it, but just still, just in general, I was like, like they're like sexually selfish, and I'm like, so are a lot of women though, especially when they're sexually attracted to you. They can get to, they're like, okay, I can share you, but you know what it is? Women with, see, I've had a woman tell me this before. A couple of women actually. She was like, I know what you do. I just don't want to think about it, and I can't think about it because if I think about it, I'm not gonna want to do it. But I want you, so I'm not gonna think about it. I'm like, look at this, beautiful. Women compromise. Well, yeah, I guess it's compromise, or they break the rules for the guys that they want to be with. I'll say that for sure, because you got guys who play within the rules of her own shit, and it's like, nah, we got to be an exception to this, and the best way to be an exception to that is to create your own rules and do what you want to do, whether she wants to be a part of that or not. But again, I'm gonna actually recreate that. I'm gonna record that right after I get on live. But I wanted to go live and talk about these couple of things. But if no one else is gonna speak, I mean, because this is also my time to engage with y'all, then that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take myself. Um, we did have our live earlier, but I'll more than likely take myself a different place. Uh, just cause I mean, I do got some topics, but those are gonna be saved for in a couple of days. We got some things going on. However, though, hold on, give me a second. What is this? Let's play that. What's this right here? She wants you because you fit her needs, and same goes for men. For sure. What's up, Danny? Oh, shout out to Danny, by the way. I seen you pulled up into the Start Penthouse Suite. Shout out to you, my dog. Oh, but yeah, she wants you because you fit her needs. Yeah, for sure. But see, and that's what I was talking about in that live that I had the other day. Everybody wants to be benefited, bro. Everybody in dating wants to be benefited. In life in general, like there gotta be a benefit to this shit. And if it's not even if it's not a sexual benefit, it's gonna be something that could be an emotional benefit to whatever it is. See, this is why women have orbiters or guys around that for the attention or whatever the case is. It is what it is. We shouldn't get upset about a woman's autonomy. It's more like just this is something that just that occurs, and don't even hate the game. It's more like in loving what this is, loving that the fact that this can happen. It is what it is. They betray themselves to be one of the notches on someone's belt. I wouldn't say it like. I mean, you could say that. You could say that. I just think in my experience, right, when women like a man, they're going to break the rules and follow what he wants. That's just, I mean, just as simple as that. That's what I believe in. You know, because if I mean, it could be someone under someone else's notch, but like but then that could be a benefit for the other woman too. Like some things don't gotta be like super deep. Things could just be what they are. Like one night stands are beneficial, because some people want to be in. Some people just want that nut off. Some people just want to be touched for the night, and that's it. Play. You gotta play your part for sure. Gotta play your part for sure. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I felt lonely, misunderstood, and emotionally deprived before. Being with someone who shows me affection can make me cling harder to that feeling. Maybe that's why I get tunnel vision. That could be a thing. I mean, that's introspective. It's good that you have that you can see that. You know. Yeah, because we were talking about the tunnel vision. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you like with you? Do you want to date more than one man? Like, do you want that, or are you just are you scared um of going through the same thing that you went through before? Because if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like you have a pattern of being tunnel vision for men that you like. And if that's the case, then you could potentially just be fight. You could potentially fight something off, put something off. That could be a good connection. But also, just just be vigilant of how he's leading, and if it's not messy, you gotta make sure for that. There's levels to everything. Things that were once important to you sometimes become less important as we get older. Keep on living. Don't let me tell you. You tell me later on. Type of thing. Type of thing. Sorry, my apologies, y'all. Give me one brief moment. I mean, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about like and I have a note about this in mind. I've mentioned it a lot, so I'm not gonna make it its own video, but I mentioned a lot. I was talking about how like you only go as far as like you can at an attraction level basically. So in this case of what I'm talking about is that you only go as far or as deep as you can based on like your fear or the love you have for yourself, right? That's what I think. Now we can keep it as simple as possible. That we don't need to get too deep into it. But I know that a lot of in dating, a lot of people are ran off of fear more than anything. Excuse me, my apologies, y'all. I need to drink a little bit more water. It's I just went to the gym earlier. That's all. I don't know what else. I'm good. I think I might feel disrespectful if I dated more than one. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird. I think it's just what you're used to. You know, I think you're just used to dating one person at a time. So doing something different may feel like it's disrespectful. You may feel like I'm disrespecting. But this thing is like, if you like more monogamy, then you can keep it as monogamy. But if you're just dating and getting to know who the person is, you know, I get when women have like that tunnel vision when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Because they if you like, you can have 10 guys around, but you could like number nine more than all of them. So everybody else's attention really doesn't fucking matter, type of thing. But I mean, it wouldn't be wrong to try something different though, if that's what you want though. You know what I'm saying? And it really is who you end up is. Like, you don't owe anybody loyalty. That's how I see it. Are you a player? Yeah, I'm a player in a video game. I'm a player in a video game. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Your day was fine. That's what's up, Keith. My day's good. How you doing? What's up with you, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody pulling up in the building. What's good? What's good? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to your boy. But nah, yeah, nah. To really actually answer the question, I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. But I don't like to be like, oh yeah, I'm this player. But I say it for learning purposes. I don't go out in the world and be like, guess what, girls, I'm a player. Like, what the fuck? But for learning purposes, to get point acrosses, I have to say certain things like that. Don't hate the player, bro. Hate the game. Great. One of the best quotes of all time, for sure. Oh, I think you. I told you my name, but here I go. Colton. Okay, I don't think you told me your name. I just gotta make sure. Colton. Okay, cool, Colton. I'll do my best to keep up with that. But if I don't end up keeping up with that, just give me a reminder. I meet a lot of people every day. Cause it's no knock to you. I like to try to keep up. We got Colton, we got half man in the building. But yeah, no, no. But again, like I was saying about the dating stuff, I think there's a lot of people that live in a fearful way of in dating. You know, scared to get hurt or scared to meet new people or scared to go outside of like a hint of curiosity could be like, oh, let me go and meet new people. But wait, let me but I'm not used to it because I only used to talk to one person. So sometimes that rule can break because let's say somebody did approach you though. Somebody say, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing?" And you actually kind of find them attracted. And two, cause that's what happened to me a lot. Like that's how I know I liked more than one. That it's okay to like more than one woman. Cause at first I felt like it was weird. I felt like it was odd to like have two crushes at the same time. You know, because I was going through those emotions. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wait, this is wrong. This is weird. Why do I like her too? But I like her. Like, I'm like, what? This is weird. But I'm like, this is perfectly normal. As of course, as I started to grow up. But, you know, sometimes it could feel odd, but that could be also something you can go towards. I'm a bit late, but thank you for your advice. You're welcome, Z. Thank you for asking your questions. I appreciate you. And my apologies. I know the last live it did end abruptly. That's because on my end on my computer, I don't know why it was saying it was reconnecting, but we're here and we're back. Maybe it's time to step out of my comfort zone, try something new. You could, because I mean you never know who you are until you try it, right? Like in dating, you get to know who you are. You get to find out who you are. If you have that curiosity, why not give it a try? Why not see who? Why not see what's up? You know what I mean? And that's cool. Like don't worry about the judgment that goes on your mind. It might be different to you just because you're not used to it. But you know, give it a try. Like I've known some women that have told me some stories to be like, well, I like, oh my god, like how do I like another guy, but I like this guy. What do I do? What do I do? And it's like, well, just enjoy the ride. Like I never tell a woman to not have a roster and shit like that. Like you know, that's just me though. Like, cause I mean, women got different tastes in a lot of stuff, but I mean, I get a lot of women that like to have one. They're like, I'm possessive, I'm jealous, you know, that type of attitude. To me, I just love metal music. Okay, Colton, was that you that told me about heavy metal music? I think it might have been you, but that's what's up, bro. To me, I'm just an open-minded person and good listener, but I don't judge anyone. That's what's up, Colton. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hold on, give me a brief moment, y'all. My apologies. I'm trying to get to something really quickly. All right, perfect. All right, I'm gonna be on here for like 10 more minutes. Let's discuss a little bit things. We you guys got me. I'm here for about a good 10 more minutes. So if you got any questions or anything, any maybe potential just a perspective on something, doesn't have to necessarily be dating in this case, but I got some time and then I'm gonna go ahead and exit myself out. I gotta go do a video in a few. Do you have any Tinder stories? I don't. I don't actually use dating apps. I'm not against them though, but I don't use dating apps at all. Um, I was thinking of giving them a try actually. I was thinking of giving them a try to just try something new and see like just see how it is on there. But I'm more of I have a social life, so I do go out and I do meet a lot of people. Whether it's like a lot of women, I create connects with men and women too, because I got a lot of business associates out there in the world. But no, I don't have any Tinder stories. Shout out to those who do the dating apps though. Shout out to everybody's pulling up the building. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. It's your boy All Star Izzy. We are here live full in effect. But then again, some women are open minded and good listener, and it'll just like to chill out. Listen, yeah, there's some out there too, Colton. You know what I mean? There's a lot of those out there. A lot of the shit. One of the women that I met a couple of days, oh, it was like last week. I think when I met her last week, she was cool as hell, really down to earth. She was cool, pretty, just like to chill and like rock out the music and just enjoy and vibe. And I was like, that's cool as hell. You know, because I think in dating, I believe it's very performative out here. People like want to perform in dating, they want to be something that they're not, and it's like, you know, you can do that in dating, but you're only gonna get inauthentic results. It's not gonna last forever. You want things to last a while. You want some longevity and stuff, or even if it's temporary, it's still you. But it's like the best way to do it is to just be honest, authentic, and genuine. Once I start caring what she likes, it set me free. That too, yeah, for sure. Yeah, cause what I like, she likes, and that's beautiful. That's compatibility right there. That don't mean you can't like what she like either, but it's like you can be from two different worlds and you can have such a good chemistry together. Cause the two different worlds can actually bring an attraction between the both of y'all, and that'd be some beautiful shit. Excuse me one brief moment. My apologies, y'all. What's good? What's good? Question: has there ever been someone for you that got away? No. Maybe in like middle school when I used to think like that, or high school, but I don't think there's. But even like when I look back at the stuff that I did when I didn't realize, like when I didn't realize the game, when I wasn't an all star at the time, I wouldn't say that they got away because it was a part of the process of something I has learned. Unfortunately, still great women, but no, I don't think there was one that got away. And I don't think there'll ever be something like that going further in the future for me. Because I'm a lot more intentional present too. And I don't think there's such thing as that for me personally. And it doesn't take away from beautiful connections, great times, memories with women, which I have a lot of those. And it's you know, shout out to them because it takes two to tango. Like these women, like I have incredible memories. And even times that I have in the present, but still, I don't think so, cause it's I choose what I like. I first became a millionaire 10 years ago and a multi-millionaire a few years ago. Beware of gold diggers. That's yeah, I agree. I agree. Do you prefer Asian women or Latinas? I prefer both. See, I don't like to discriminate. I'm a pretty versatile man, I must say. I'm a man who likes I like variety. I'm a bit versatile, multifaceted, if we gotta say. Yeah, but no, I don't. I'm not against. I'm not against either or. Now I don't. I think I've only had a cup. I don't think I've had an Asian woman, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I'm not really thinking about the past at this moment, but I don't think so. But shout out to Latinas though. Shout out to Latinas. A woman that values herself will also have standards, you know, player rules for herself, women with purpose or intentional, and I usually don't like going along with stringent program. And I usually, what do you mean by that? by the program. What is that? Because if you like a man, you go along with his program. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing wrong with. See, the thing is, hold on. I'm gonna say this. Every woman values themselves to an extent. Every woman values themselves to an extent, and they every woman has a standard. But what overrides in what a man can break those rules is when he shows up as himself, is genuine, is authentic, and he says, "This is what I want." If you're with that, you're with that. If you're not, then you're not. And also override feelings override standards. Feelings override rules. Hold on. Favorite genres: Christian rock, death metal. That's cool. Electric techno, rap. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fly. I fuck with that, Colton. That's cool. That's cool as hell. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Keep out there exploring different genres. That's so a high value woman, just like a high value man. I don't believe in high value women. Not in a bad way though. Not in a way to like. I think a high value woman is is goes hand, has to be created with a high value man. Like it gotta be a high value man has to teach. I don't even like the word high value just in general, but I understand the wording that comes into life. Like I get how people are like, oh, true authenticity and true this when things were already like that. It's just that people put words upon things that they're really not. But I get what you're saying. I just think that men can upgrade women for sure. To me, I'm not scared of. To me, I am not scared of women. To me, I just like to have a friend conversation at women talking to me. I'm gonna be talking to her back. Exactly. You can have good chemistry. I'm not scared of women. To me, I just like to have friend conversation. There's nothing wrong with having social conversations. It's just that what I was say to that is like, it's I think it's wrong if you're doing that and you're scared to tell her you like her or something like that. Like I would think that's cowardly in my opinion. Not saying you're doing that. I have to add that in there because I get people that replay my lives back, my videos, and they will sometimes message me about certain questions or certain things, and or ask me to expand on stuff. So whenever I expand on something, it's not a direct attack or anything like that. I gotta expand on certain stuff to let people know who are listening. Video games, horror movies. I love horror movies. I love horror films. I gotta go see this one that came out. Wait, I gotta see if it's on I gotta see that shit, man. Damn, he's reminding me. If a man likes or is interested in me, he will also be inclined to buy into my program as well. Oh, and no, it's obvious not every woman has standards. Be real. Whoa, wait, hold on. Listen, no, the woman goes into the man's program. It's nah. I mean, it. You know what? Hold on. Cause it's not like. Let me say this. It's interesting. The usage of words are very interesting right now. So I'm using my words very carefully here because things can just get twisted and turned in any type of way, right? But I'm gonna just keep it as simple. A man doesn't go into a woman's program. If a man goes into a woman's program, it's not gonna work out. A woman goes into a man's program. But if her program is like the way she lives and certain things that she does, if we're talking about like lifestyle, then that's one thing. The definition of program is also very important here. There's a lot of women that likes horror movies, video games, Gundam, bottle kits. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, bro. You got to go to some like them cons, like the like MomoCon, Dragon Con, Anime Con, and stuff like that. They got a lot of those there, and I like to go there myself. I like to explore out there. It's really fun. There's no such thing as high value women, but a high value man exists. See, I don't even like the word high value man though. Like I don't even like that. I just like to say man, like just man, like high value man. And I got a video about it, but it was really talking about authenticity and stuff like that. I think a high value man can be is created from an a high value woman is created from a high value man to learn, to teach, to be guided in different directions. You know, just to taking the leadership for that. Like one of my best compliments I get a lot from women, right? Whether we parted ways, we're in the present, whatever, all that stuff, all that. One of the best things I've always been told was like you taught me so much, or like I'm like you were such a great leader for me, like or teacher kind of thing. Like you always taught me well, and they would be appreciative of that. They'll be like, damn, I appreciate like you taught me more than what it needs to be. So that's how I see it as, and that's how I go about it as though, because I'm not saying it to undermine a woman. I'm just saying that every woman has their value. They have who they are for themselves, right? Not taking that part away. I just go based off what I know and experience on a consistent basis. You can say no, you want to, you want to. This ain't Texas, baby, or Georgia. This is my world, and I can tell you exactly what it be like. That's exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's not like we're intertwined though. So it's like that's what I'm saying though. I'm like I said, I can't take nothing away from you, and I never want to, and I'm not even taking that away from you. You can have that in the world, but when you get into conversations with me, not you per se, but just women in general, it becomes a different reality. It becomes it's almost like she's the mentee and I'm the mentor. I guide her. I'm her leader. She's my follower, right? But willingly, she submits and I initiate, right? It's that type of dynamic. To me, I like women when they're pretty much down to earth, open minded, good listener. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Colton. Nothing wrong with that. What's good, Manito? That biscuits getting money type shit. Yeah. Hey, shout out to the money getters though. Facts. Shout out to the money getters. Yes, sir. Thank you for the hundo. What's good, Baldwin? How you feeling? My existence is all organic growth. My high value is created from wisdom and not a man. No shade, just truth. No shade taken at all. See what I want. This is a very important thing right here. You have the right to say what you want to say. I'm not taking this goes for any woman, not just Viva here, but this goes for any lady in general. You can have what you have. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in, right? I just know that when women come across a real man who knows how to guide, lead, and give them all teaches them in different ways, helps them to unlearn things that they learned or knew noticed that was a habit. Things become a different thing when they start to learn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's nothing to take away from women. I wouldn't even want to take that away from women. That's your safe haven. That's your place to be at. What's good, Roar? Bring problems. You can't debate that. So I say uncooperative ones, Manito. Uncooperative biscuits. I like how you say biscuit. I might start saying biscuit instead of bitches. That's funny. Yeah, I mean uncooperative ones bring problems, but the ones who are coachable and you can teach them shit, they don't bring no problems. They got one time anyways. A little timeout, a little pat on the wrist. Hey, 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 cut that out, girl. You know it's a strict program on the side, baby. I'm often providing free game in the world. That's cool. And it's noticeable when people pick up the lingo of phrases that have been spoken. I don't mind it, but a man also learns from a woman. Believe that. I mean, yeah, for sure. I don't. See, look, I'm not taking anything away from like things that you can or can't learn, but I'm coming from a place where I'm speaking about the man is the leader and the man is and she follows him. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying she can't teach me how to crochet something or she doesn't have she can have a different type of outlook on a different subject and shit like that. I'm not talking about like that, but that's like when that time comes. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I'm asking for your advice on something, not you, but just a woman in general. What's good, Sophie? How you feeling? But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not taking away. I'm just saying, like, I know for sure. Some women have they've definitely opened my mind to a lot of newer things, especially like different traveling spots, adventure, different things like that. But also at the same time, I don't go out there looking for advice from women, not in a bad way in a sense, but I I seek my mentorship in other men. There is a definite difference between dominating and leading. I think both can go hand in hand. I think they both can go hand in hand. You can be dominant and lead though. Leading is dominance because there's a difference of how to lead and be done. Like you can lead be dominant in how you lead. You could dominantly lead. I've never had a friend call me that name either. What, a biscuit? I don't really like it when men call women bitches. Yeah, we just be on that man talk. Just be on that man talk. So so Elena, how you feel when you was hearing my music? Cause you know I was saying that like hell. I was I was talking about bitches shit. I was cursing like a motherfucker on that song. What a song, man! Shout out to that. Shout out to that era. Pride won't allow a lot of men to ask. You're familiar with Swagger Jack, and yeah, people always try to buy and they do with no credit given. As long as wisdom is in the air, that's lovely. That's what's up. Hey, appreciate you, Roar. I hope you have a great one as well. Allow a lot of men to ask. You're familiar with Swagger. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if there's, listen. I don't know if there's a disconnect, but I'm not taking anything away from what you're saying. I know there's a lot of men who do that to women. Like I've seen it, I've heard it, all that type of shit. I mean, that's just not what I do in my reality. People do what the fuck that they. I mean, you do you, I do me type shit. I mean, I don't need a, you know. But I know there's the egregious men out there that's gonna do that, right? I mean, I just think those type of men are just some of, just don't know themselves, lack identity, don't know who they are afraid to step up. The list goes on. Appreciate you, Roy. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the building. We are here. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. What's good, Minito? Go ahead and ask away. Ask away. Ask away. But definitely let women have their thing, though. Let women have their thing. I mean, first, a lot of stuff gets complex because a lot of men aren't that simple, bro. I learned to accept that men just call women that name. Yeah, yes. Sometimes it's not even out of bad shit though. It's not even out of bad things though. God dang it. It's not even bad stuff like bitches and shit. Like when I, or at least when I say it, I mean it's more like just a thing to say. You know what I'm saying? Um, Praise the Lord, forgive me. Like some people, yeah, yeah. I appreciate you, Ward. Thank you. Great comment. Truth is, you can learn from everybody in this world. Of course, yes. You see, I think you're missing. You're not allowing yourself to take in with what I'm saying. Do you think women should be allowed to vote? Listen, this is not a political or religious type of channel, but for the sake of this, if they're allowed to, then they're allowed to. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't got a problem with it. But going further, no religion, no religious or no politic questions, because I don't talk about that type of stuff. Plus, even like question, and another a big reason why I don't talk about a lot of those stuff is because what can those things do to empower you? What does that do to help? I come on here to speak my perspective, to talk on things, engage, community build, um, and to assist people, and to really talk about things that they need to talk about because they can confide and ask me certain questions. So even that question itself, how can I help you? You know what I mean? I have a question on one of your videos, maybe for a different live, since this one is dating related. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Let's. All my lives are dating related. What does it have to do with? Is that something? Do you want to just message me about? All my lives are always gonna be dating related. What up, Ken? I have been in a trauma bond relationship with a narcissist woman last week after a misunderstanding. One of your music videos. Go ahead and ask me. Go ahead and ask me. I have been in a trauma bond relationship with a narcissist woman last week after a misunderstanding. She walked out of the house. I still love this woman so much I want her to come back. Is there a do you have a question with that? I have a lot of things to say to that comment, but do you have a question? Is there something that you want to ask? Or is it most so that you just wanted to like let that out? You wanted to just let that comment out. because I got a lot to say to that, anyways. You have questions? Okay, ask your question. Go ahead. You can ask it to Elena. That's fine. That's fine. You can ask it as well. Time is it? Okay, 2:15 a.m. We're good. But if there's a draft right now, you are forced to participate, defend our country. They are not. So in a way, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. They don't participate when the shit hits the fan, right or wrong. I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying. I mean, in that sense, it makes sense of what you're talking about in a logical stance. But I don't want to continue this convo because this is a lot more political and shit about like rights and everything. That's not what I dive into. Right? I hear what you're saying though, and I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that on Facebook. Like I'll see a lot of conversations like that, but I don't dive into those things. I'm more of like a assistant who you are, how you want to develop yourself. So those type of questions really they're not for this channel. But I appreciate you wanting to see my perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna have to leave it right there. Should I continue with the relationship or quit? You should quit it. Let me ask you a question too, Ken. Who is talking to you? Who is talking to you? Who is talking to you the most? Your feelings or your mind? That's a question for you, Ken. Who talks to you the most? All right, and you can just say either emotions or mind. Let me know. I'll go. Thank you for your apology. Thank you. I'm not sure if you knew that we didn't talk about politics or religion or anything, but thank you for apologizing. Yeah, and we know moving forward. Because to be honest, let's take a moment too, Ken. Look back at the comment that you provided. Your mind, I think more of your I think your emotions start talking to you more. Now this is the reason why I say that. Towards the end you say I still love this woman so much and I want her to come back. That's your emotions. Your emotions are telling you should your emotions are telling you should I stay or should I go or should I quit? Like should I be in a relationship or should I quit? Your mind, which is it can be it's like logic versus emotion in a sense, right? She left the house, right? Let's see. Let me look back at this comment. She walked out. A woman last week after a misunderstanding, she walked out of the house. Now you labeled her as a narcissist woman. You have a trauma bond relationship. There's been a misunderstanding. She walked out the house. So it seems like if this hasn't been the first argument or whatever, and if it has been the first, there's going to be a lot more BS that you're going to deal with in the future. Okay, so we're seeing what it can potentially be like if this is the beginning, and if this is not the beginning, then that means that just off of this comment itself, I can tell that there has been other arguments, there has been other things that could have been a bit more dramatic than what it needs to be off of misunderstandings or whatever the case is, right? She walked out the house. You still love this woman. Are you guys living together? I still love this woman so much. I want her to come back. Your emotions are telling you that, right? It's the fifth misunderstanding. Okay, exactly. See, now, yes, you need to quit the relationship. Okay? And the reason why I say yes, you need to quit it, because this is the fifth misunderstanding. This has already occurred, and this will only become a bigger problem, right? She is my wife. Okay. Now, let me ask, what are the misunderstandings about? Like, what are they about? How big are the problems? Because that also matters too. Like, is it because you guys aren't agreeing on what food to eat? She caught you cheating. We've been together for 3 years. Okay, but what? 9 years. Excuse me. But what are the misunderstandings about exactly? This is important. Mm. We as men are not allowed to have emotions whatsoever. As a man, builds responsibility. Wait. Let me say this too, Manito. Um, I see where you're going with the comment, But listen, men do listen. I'm not, and I say this very carefully because we're men. We're not robots, right? We're not just stiff motherfuckers. I don't feel nothing. Because if we're not trying to feel nothing, we're suppressing, which can show up in different ways. It can manifest diseases, manifest as stress, manifest as something else. Like we're taking our anger out somewhere, whatever. But because we're still human at the end of the day, and as we have emotions, it's great to learn how to manage them and navigate them enough to not make us une- emotionally reckless. But I know the direction you were headed to, Manito. So just be careful with like saying the shit. It's like I get angry when I play Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? I get angry when I play Call of Duty. I be rage baiting and shit. But like, of course, like if I'm getting mad at I can't get mad at my team. I could get mad, but I'm gonna tell my team. I'm gonna turn my anger into like something positive. Hey, we gotta get right, whatever the case is. Like blah blah blah. We got this. We can get in the bag, something like that. But we're all still human. We all still explore. We all still have emotions that come in. It's about how we manage them, and this is very important as a man. It's that emotional intelligence, but having to manage our emotions, how we can use them to our benefit. It's all about finances now. Infidelity. Okay, who cheated on who? Did you cheat on her? You are right. We do have emotions, and at the end, being real, and sadly, no one gives a hoot. And two, you know what? But at the end, even though if people don't care, good, because guess what? And this is not to be like hyper independent. Go ahead, give an example, bro. But this is not to say like, oh, any hyper independent thing. But if no one cares, then good, because what it really is to me is like, I should be I should first be prioritizing my own emotions and how I go. I should give a fuck about me. The world doesn't owe me nothing. Now I can have a sacred circle around me. I can have my family who gives a fuck, and that could be enough. It's more. It's like I'm enough for me, and if the world doesn't care, then the world just doesn't care. It is what it is. Cool. And if the world don't care, it always brings it back to yourself. It always brings it back to you and be like, okay, wait, hold on. Why would I even care if the world cared about my feelings? It's about what I think about this. You know what I'm saying? But you're more than welcome to give an example. But yeah, let me know, Ken. Who did that? Good to see you still here. If you want, Ken, if you want, I could put in a call in number and you can call in. I'll do that tonight. It's spontaneous, I know, but if you want, I'll put in the number and you can call in tonight and we can have a conversation on this. Cause I'd rather talk on the phone than having to go back and forth and I'm talking and you're typing and shit. So let me know, cause we could potentially do that. But shout out to everybody in the building. Maybe Elena might make it back to us. I know she said she had to go to the door real quick. So yeah, you may still catch me. You may still catch me. We're gonna see how this goes. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the 11 viewers that are here. Hit the like button if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. And you don't gotta be someone who's just watching in the background with your hands in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? You can have a convo, talk on something. You know, you're more than welcome to. She did. Okay. So Ken, let me ask you again. Do you want to call in, or do you want to call in, or would you rather continue to talk the way we've been talking? Because I don't mind providing a number for you to call in. Okay, so she cheated. It was all about finances now, infidelity. It was all about finances now, infidelity. You know the answer of what you need to do, Ken. But let me be a reminder for you though. Let me be a reminder for you though. You need to let go of that relationship. It's not going to benefit you. You guys been together for 9 years, but there's been many misunderstandings. Infidelity has happened. She doesn't respect you. I can tell. And I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just pointing it out because we got to be honest about these things, man. I want you to improve, but the relationship is not going to serve you. and you need to let it go. Multitasking always. Undivided attention is overrated. Productivity is top tier. Well, I require undivided attention. So drop everything, and I mean everything. Those wings that you're cooking, drop them on the floor, and just say, "I only need to pay attention to right now." Manito says, "Us. If we as men post on our social media around midnight or beyond, I have trouble sleeping. Us men will get murdered by our boys, and so if females do the same, I bet there'll be double." And I think there's another. I think there might be another comment coming, so I'm gonna wait for the thing. Um, Double digit dudes that'll be down to text her. That's true. Let me know if that was all, Manito, because I want to make sure that you got everything out before we spoke on. Let's continue chatting like this. Okay. Well, yeah, Ken. That's my perspective on the question that you asked, and thank you for being brave enough to ask that. All right. But like I say, let you gotta let go of the relationship, my friend. All right. So this is what I want you to do. You're gonna text her. I don't know what time it is right now. Text her in the morning. Not right now. Let some time to give yourself some moment. You know what I mean? Text her next morning, okay? And let her know. And I know this has been a wife for 9 years, but you gotta let her know, hey, I don't think this is gonna serve us, cause we gotta say in the us thing, cause it's y'all too. Y'all been here in 9 years for a while, so you gotta say that. I don't think this is gonna serve us going further. There's been many misunderstandings. I don't want to continue to fight, and I also don't think this will benefit us. Okay, when you come back into the house, I'm gonna let you know a little bit about this more, but I think we should separate. Screen record that as you need to. You can even revise and edit it into your own way, but you have to let this relationship go. Okay, so back to Manito. Says, us. If we as men post on social media around midnight and beyond, I have trouble sleeping. Us men. Well, well, actually, let me just read it all. We'll get murdered by our boys and so. But if a female does the same, I bet they'll double down. Oh, there'll be double digit dudes that'll be down to text her. That'll be down to comfort her, as well as doctors will come for solutions. The line is all the way there. Okay, but it's pain. All right. So Manito, with that, let me start off in the beginning. Okay. Now, of course, you're giving a hypothetical what if, because no man should ever say I have trouble sleeping, unless you in a city, you in a city, a woman go look at you in her city and shit. You been fucking on this woman, whatever. She like, oh, you were having something. Let me get through, like a little tactic or some shit like that. But no man should be even putting that first and foremost, right? We'll get shit. See, the thing is that I see the perspective you're giving off, but all those guys who'll be down to help her, they just want to fuck her. Those are simps. Those are guys who are just trying to get any way they can talk into her. Oh, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you're alright? And this is where manhood comes in, because although we know that that can be true, you got guys can will cater more to they will cater more to whatever women because they want to fuck. But the manhood is telling us we need to step up for ourselves. I gotta be my own rock. I see how the world operates, and yeah, that it could maybe I feel like it's a little fucked up, but you know what? Because if it's like that, it brings me closer to myself though. I can develop more of a relationship. Because yeah, it's gonna be like that with the world, but those dudes are simping. Those dudes are whatever the case is, you know. So that's what I gotta say to that, you know. Like, and two, women just do it for attention. Like, so, having trouble to sleep. What you gonna say? Oh, you had come over, baby. What you gonna feed her the attention, man? Fuck no. If you got trouble sleeping, you better listen to like them chill hop radio stations or some shit. You better lay your ass down. Let's continue. Okay, yeah, yeah. And I require pause. What I require matters not in my Bridgerton voice. What I require matters not. And I require all your undivided attention. Bridgerton, wow. Okay, cool. Okay, but it's painful. I have invested so much in a relationship. I get it. I trust. I understand that, bro. I comprehend that, and I know there's a lot that was invested, a lot of memories, future potential things that can happen, a lot of stuff, a lot of telling your fam, your friends, or whatever, just what could be, what has been, what is. But in it's been 9 years, but in the future, it's going to help you better because this will only keep weighing you down. You will only keep continuing to have these misunderstandings, and it's only going to get worse going forward. It's not going to get any better because too, she probably don't even see you as the man that she once knew or whatever, or respects you, because if she's the one who cheated, all respect is out the window already. You know what I'm saying? Dude got insomnia. I'm like, damn, give him a break. Yes, sir. But remember, there's more Simps in the world than real men, bro. That's a fact. And that's true. That's true, Minito. That is true. There is more Sims. But that's why it works in our favor. As men. See, it's good. This is why women need the Sims. This is why they need the Sims. Have them. Because they're just there for those little small reasons. And like I talked about in my last life, everybody wants to be benefited somehow. Those women want to be benefited by the Sims. So let them have that. This one real man surpasses 5 billion simps all the way. Some of the simps gonna get in the door though. Don't let's not say no. They gonna get in that door. They might even get cuffed. They might even have a fucking wedding. But the real man will always win at the end of the day. Always. So yes, there's more simps, but that's fine. Real men confide in themselves. We confide and I trust me. Yeah, though sometimes the shit could be cold. Shit could be like, damn, it's really lonely at the top type of thing. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd rather be here than around phonies and fake people. I'd rather know what it's like to get closer to myself, even if that means I have to get away from certain shit, certain people, certain things, environments. I'd rather choose it this way every single time. Manhood. You know what I mean? DoorDash his ass some Z-Quil real talk. Man, I'm done. I'm done with those melatonin pills. I used to take that shit like months ago. Way too groggy for me. Oh, let's see. Ken says, since she's left, it's been quiet, no communication. There are a lot of things I wanted to ask her before I let go. Imagine she only left with clothes she was wearing, leaving everything behind. And there's a potential that could happen, but because you guys live together, she's gonna come back regardless, though, Ken. So, and I know you got a lot of things you want to ask, but trust me, if it okay, let me say this: if it has to do with legal things, having to, I don't know exactly what you guys have. You guys any kids? Anything that requires into legal stuff, then that's one thing. Yes, absolutely, please do. But if it requires for clarity as far as like your feelings and stuff, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. It just, or like, did you really love me? Do you really want to throw this all away? Things like that. T- Refrain from those, and just, if it's legal stuff that you gotta think about for the future, please ask those. That matters, especially if it's your name's on something and it's been in court and all that. But other than that, you don't have to ask things for clarity. Find the clarity within yourself. All right, sit with what's happening. That's very important. You invest your time and resources. My boy, I was right. Yeah, I'm sure you put your all. She didn't put out anything. That's why it hurts more to us. But and two, even though she didn't put like out a lot or anything of the case, it's just both of them created something together, right? Because it takes two to tango in this case, Manita. I want you to know this, right? But it takes two to tango. So a woman can mirror a man's actions. So if a woman cheats on a man, I always shout out to EO. It ends and begins with the man. It's always gonna go back to how the man constructed his leadership. How did he create this dynamic? What did he allow in his life? Because although, yeah, damn, this sucks for Ken, but at the same time, I can tell there's holes in the leadership. I can tell there's been those misunderstandings came from a place where certain patterns didn't learn, or maybe false hope. There's a lot to the story that we don't know. So always remember, even when it comes to great relationships, great times, great results, it takes two to tango in every single way, right? Um, magnesium glass. It's just a little late. That's why I can't pronounce that this time. Please give me a second. I found that it helps me so much, and you don't get groggy to the point where it start working for you. Okay, the gift of singleness is so underrated. It is. It is underrated. It is underrated. It's almost like if people want to get into a relationship so fast. I'm like, yo, just chill out. Let's chill. Glycinite, glycinate, or glycinite. You so helpful. I appreciate you, right? Thank you. You're so helpful. You see where I was struggling? You assist me. That's the phonetics. Okay, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I will. I've been I'm way better with my sleeping schedule now. But yeah, like eight, glycinate, glycinate. Yo, I was doing that little trend that they do on TikTok and shit. Fuck, hell no. Hey, listen though, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Ken, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, bro. It'd be great to see you, and definitely screen record, okay, or say download this video and go back to the part where I told you of how to construct your response to her, okay? Because that's going to help you. That's going to help you. It's going to help you how to navigate a certain response that you need to, how to stay strong within that, although you're feeling some type of way because this is new. You invested into a lot of stuff, but some things aren't worth investing into anymore if the foundation is already broken. All right, that's a very important thing, not even for yourself, but anyone else who are in relationships, even relationships with yourself. You got to understand what foundations are there. Faulty foundations create faulty results, and they create faulty events. I'm just a messenger passing through, not a notch on the belt, but just to like. Oh my God. Oh brother. just just take the damn compliment. Just goddamn. I'll be honest. I got a loan. Uh. Let's see. I got a loan trying to invest in a bar and restaurant business, but fortunately, collapsed. This was the genesis of our misunderstanding. I see. Yeah, and that happens. But too, like, even when that occurred, I'm not. We don't have to get too much into like what your plan was to create it and why it fell through. But too, it could also be she's just not the, and it's not to totally blame her, right? But she could have just been not much supportive into what you wanted to pursue, and this is why there's a bit of a backlash onto that. You know what I'm saying? A little like she's a little. The misunderstanding was occurred because a woman who gets you and knows that there's gonna be challenges in your life, she's gonna be like, all right, that was just one mishap. Let's keep it going, type of thing. She's gonna find ways to assist you, to help to elevate what you want in this world. So, but just again, there's a lot of complexities that come within the dynamic of what you're speaking of, though, because I'm not sure how to plan when. There's a lot of things that go back and forth in there. Oh my gosh, this woman don't even know how to take a damn compliment. We gonna work on that for you. We gonna work on that for you. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go and get up out of here. It's your boy All Star Izzy. Don't forget to check out my new video that I have out. My new video that I have out is, what is it called again? Why lusting can be positive. Wait, what did I say? I say why lusting can be positive, and there needs to be more of it in dating. Okay? There needs to be more lust and love in the world, and you should definitely check out the video. And I explained it why. I'm not gonna explain it this time. Check it out. Give a comment if you agree or disagree. Hit the like button. Check out my new shit. You know what I'm saying? It's because women have nothing to offer. We offer protection. We provide also loyalty, house, car, being fixed a guy, most cars can anything you can think of. Yet, but Manito, see, the thing is that women can offer other things too. Like they can offer service. They can offer their submission. They can offer open mindedness when it comes to your leadership. They can offer some things too. Now, that's if she gets a part of your program. That's if she's like gets a part of your lifestyle. Then she can provide stuff. She can provide things and that or offer stuff. I'll say for that, right? because if you're a leader, you would want someone who wants to follow in that case. But what I could say is that you got to think outside of what men also provide too. Of course, the loyal to the house and the provider materialistically, but we got to think. You got to think underneath the surface level of what you're talking about, of what men also provide besides all that: mental guidance, emotional guidance, guidance, leadership in general, in the sense like that, right? We can assertiveness, problem solving skills in certain areas that she may not know, right? Just certain things like that. Look beneath the surface of a lot of stuff too, because I know a lot of women that I've been a lot of contact with or have experienced a lot. A lot of them have their own. Like I attract a lot of independent women in my life. Like a lot of women that be on some just heavy shit. They CEOs type of thing, or they got their own businesses, hustles. Like they got damn near like an empire or some shit like that, right? But they could offer that, but it got to be more than what you're seeing though, because you're seeing at a surface level perspective. Open your mind a little bit. Not saying that, not to say like, oh, what else can a woman offer, but it's like they can offer something great for someone who has something to for a space for them to offer something for. It's easy for us. Can't wait and be intimate. Hey, look, if that's what you want in your life, then that's what you want in your life. I'm currently at my lowest point in my life, serving debt. I lost my business, now my wife. This affected my health. This has affected my health. I see. It could probably be a lot of stress. But hey, listen, Ken. Well, and Benito and everyone. I'm gonna go get up out of here. All right, it's gonna be my time. I'll be on live again tomorrow, Ken. So if you want to chop it up a little bit more, you can. Or if you want to potentially get some coaching, I'm doing coaching opens up next year. But I have a call in show. You can call in or something like that. We could talk a little bit more on some things. Um, we can speak on that if you like. You know what I mean? But just as much as everything is crashing down, look at this as a blessing as well, though. You know what I'm saying? Like as negative as it can seem, there's positive in a lot, even if you don't see it. All right, but this is time to not run away from your feelings or not run away from what's happening. It's time to confront whatever is occurring, and this is that part of it. Go ahead and go dive in. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you can't let your girl gain weight. Am I wrong? Um, I see. The thing is, I'm not gonna put rules on like what she can do with her weight. I just know the women that are gonna be in my life and have been, they like to keep up their appearance for me. I'm a sexy man. They want to be sexy for a sexy man. So I don't necessarily have those problems. But because I'm not gonna say like I'm in control. She gotta be. You can't gain weight type shit. She gonna look sexy for me. She gonna wanna be fit for me, or maybe even her lifestyle. But she gonna wanna be right for me. Like that's just how it is. Like, cause I don't need to control it. That's just what she wants. She wants to look good. Like she wants to look good in lingerie. She want to look good in those nice tight dresses that I like. She wants to look good in those heels. She wants more stamina when she rides. Like they gonna get right, bro. They trust. Woo wee. Nah, but okay, I'm really out this thing. Authenticity, new sexy, to shine within, shout it out. It's your boy, All Star Izzy. Hit the like button, subscribe.